Solar Soccer Club and the Concorde Fire. I'm your host, Mark Serban. It's a pleasure to be with you as it is the number 8 Solar taking on the number 27 Concorde Fire as the teams about to make their way into the stadium. Welcome to the aptly named Championship Soccer Stadium at the beautiful Orange County Great Park in Irvine, California for the boys U.S. Soccer Development Academy U16-17 championship match between the Concorde Fire, who are in their all-black kits, and Solar, who are wearing all white. This is a Concorde Fire side that came in ranked number 27, have beaten all higher seeds in order to make it through, including the number 1 seed, Shattuck St. Mary's, in the quarterfinals, and the number 2 seed and previously unbeaten De Anza Force in the semis. Concorde started their season 0-4-1, but their head coach, Ken Kurlich, said they stuck to the plan. They never gave up. They believed in themselves and their principles, that if they played the way they played and they continued to fight for each other with the goal of making everyone better, that they would come out of it, and they have found their way into the title match. And Concorde Fire have made it to the knockout stages 3 times since joining as a founding member of the U.S. Soccer Development Academy, but this their first chance to win a national title. Solar comes in the number 8 seed, won Group C, and then beat FC Dallas in an all-Dallas derby 3-2 after extra time in the quarterfinal, and then a 3-2 victory over the LA Galaxy in the semifinal. This is a team that head coach Adrian Solka said raised their level for the FC Dallas game, raised their level to an even higher bar against the LA Galaxy. Now, can they raise it one more time and be crowned national champions after today? So we're going to step aside and honor our nation with the playing of the national anthem and then the U16-17 final from Irvine. We are on the verge of kickoff in this U16-17 Development Academy Championship match. Solar getting set to take on the Concorde Fire, and a good look at your refereeing crew for the final, led by Joe Salinas out of Cal South, has also officiated 4 matches in the center in the USL Championship this year, and will take the center refereeing position for his 5th USL match in Colorado on July 20th. So it's a meeting of the captains. Joshua Ramsey, the number 7 for Solar. Michael Locklear, the number 3. Here's the coin toss coming your way. Both teams coming in off of upsets. Solar defeating their arch nemesis and number 4 seed FC Dallas after extra time in a bruising quarterfinal, and the number 7 seed LA Galaxy in the semifinals to make it through in what was a tremendous match on Monday evening. Meanwhile, the Concorde Fire, the number 27th seed, tied the number 6 seed Philadelphia Union, then beat NYCFC and the Chicago Fire to go through the group stage that featured 3 MLS teams, then took on the number 1 overall seed in Shattuck St. Mary's in the quarterfinals, defeating them 2-1, and then beat the previously undefeated De Anza Force 2-1 on Monday to make it through. So this is a team that had national championship written on the board in their locker room back in Atlanta, Georgia from day one. These players walked by it every single day. Head coach Ken Kurlich said that the message to his Concorde Fire players was be happy and proud that you are here, but don't be satisfied. You have a chance to leave a mark at this club, finish the job, and make sure you give everything you have. And no matter the outcome, you can leave with your head held high. For Solar, the number 16, Bailey Sparks, can't stop scoring. Had 2 goals against FC Dallas in the quarterfinal, and then a goal and an assist in the semifinal against the LA Galaxy. He is certainly the man to watch for Solar as we are underway in Irvine. The Concorde Fire in black attacking to the left across your screen, sending the ball forward early on. And McCarty, who had the game-winning assist, gets it off out wide for Solar. Solar's U18-19 girls lost in the final last year, and this year, not only these U16-17 boys playing right now, but their girls will play tomorrow. All those teams coached by Adrian Solka, who is in his 15th year as the technical director for Solar. Asked him about how it is managing both teams throughout this playoff run. Very busy for him. He said, you know, it really helps that a lot of these kids have been with the club from a very early age and have grown up together on the boys and girls side, and they know the club and the culture, and the message is very similar. Adrian Solka, one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, always has a huge smile on his face. Always comes up and says hi, even when he's right in the thick of things with his team. As this one played away by Donovan Earl. And flicked on. And this is knee. Played forward. Is looking for the run of Martinez. It's a good move by Martinez, but the shot right down the goalkeeper's corridor. Oh, Martinez is in fine form at the moment. Has a goal in every single playoff game, except for one against the Chicago Fire on match day 3. And head coach Ken Kurlich said about that, he said, yeah, but in that game, it's because he did all the defensive work. So Miguel Ramirez with the game's first genuine chance. And this is Bailey Sparks. Intercepted by Locklear. Jake Locklear to bring it forward. Carlson. Luna. Luna tries to send it in, it's blocked. And out comes Edwards to keep it from going out for a corner kick. Ball looking for Sparks. Garcia. Sparks. Oh, is trying to smuggle it through, but it's cleared away. And this is Carlos Luna. Over to the far side for Ramirez. Ramirez looking to run. Ramirez will be whistled for the foul. So free kick for Solar in the 4th minute. And headed away. This is Chase Oliver, who was the hero of match day 3 with the goal against the Chicago Fire to take them through to the quarterfinals. This one into the middle. One back by Pena. Carlson, an O2 youth national team pool player. Carlson, as it's Jake Locklear who works his way into the box, now clips it across, but it's cleared away. Forward for Garcia. Has Sam Cow ahead of him. And it's cleared away by Parker Bruner. Bruner has played the most minutes for the Concorde Fire this season. And this will go out for the game's first corner kick, and it goes the way of Solar in the 5th minute. And it's Bailey Sparks who will go over to take it. And referee Joe Salinas, not happy with some of the fisticuffs going on inside the box, lets the players know that he has his eye on it. And Sparks' corner. Luna gets a foot on it. And it will be a foul in the box. Oh. And Salinas has that game coming up in Colorado in the USL Championship. Said he's been training with a mask to get ready for the altitude. It's a good look at Hayden Beering for Solar. Started as an outside back in the playoffs, but has moved centrally in the absence of Tompkinson, who is unavailable for this championship week. Luna. Helped on by Carlson. Looking for Ramirez, flying down the center. Headed back for Ramsey. And Edwards will smack it the other way. Sparks climbs highest. Wants a push in the back, isn't going to get it. And a little touch off from Bono for Sparks. And this will be a free kick for Concorde, as the foul is whistled against Skylar Stricker. So it's Carlos Luna who's over the ball. Joined this season from United Football Academy. Is wearing the captain's armband as he drills this one into the channel, but there's nobody making the run. So it rolls out for a Solar goal kick. Eighth minute, and Edwards sends this long. Luna skies to win it back for Concorde. Bruner bombing forward, looks for the early ball into the box. And a diving header clear from Ramsey. Ball back for Josiah Blanton. And his pass picked off. Bono. Sparks. Look at the way Concorde are squeezing to try and win it back. But look at the way Solar almost passed out of it. Carlson. Looking to attack the space. Leaves it off for Luna. Luna rolls it in. Ramirez lets it run. Taguchi out wide for Carlson. He pumps it into the box. And nobody there in a black jersey. And Stricker wins the goal kick. Stricker looks like he just got the wind knocked out of him. Can see him just collecting himself. Referee telling him to take his time. Make sure that he's all right. As you can see in your shot, we are 0-0 in the 9th minute. It's good to see that Stricker's okay. And Coppell, Texas natives, 2 of his 3 goals have come in these playoffs. Part of a defense that had 5 straight shutouts from October 28th to November 19th, or November 18th rather. Their 24 goals against in the regular season was tied with Bethesda for the 7th best defense in the U.S. Soccer Development Academy. Stricker, a big reason why. As they go forward through Sam Cow. And McCarty will be whistled for the foul. It's good to see that Chase Oliver is okay. Oliver, really great in 1v1 situations. So even though it was a foul, McCarty, the right idea of being draped all over him, just can't beer hug him. Put your hands down, and he's doing everything right, Grant McCarty. It's the ball into the box, headed away by Stricker. Sparks looking to turn. Off of Sam Cow. Pena's throwing. Carlson spins. Illegally, says the referee. I think it hit off his hand. So it's going to be a free kick for Solar. And it looks like Stricker's recovered. As Beering will take this free kick for Solar in the 11th minute. Off for McCarty. It looks like it hit the hand of Pena. And the referee spots it. So Sparks takes his usual position over the dead ball. And is going to leave this one off and come back for it. Four players to find at the top of the box. Sparks hits this one. Still might be something on as it rolled all the way through, but eventually cleared. And Beering gets it out wide for Bailey Sparks. This will be a throw-in as he was closed down by Oliver. You can see Concorde making sure they get numbers around Sparks as soon as he gets near the ball. Garcia wins it. Sparks chests it on. Garcia goes down and wins the free kick. So the foul is on Taguchi. And take Garcia got his foot in. The foul wasn't there. It's right here as he leaned in from behind. And you can see what Taguchi thought of that one as he walked away. That's a free kick. About 30 yards from goal, dead center. And this time it's the center back and Captain Joshua Ramsey who's over it. Ramsey has a hit, and Earl makes the save. Donovan Earl getting his 27th start in his 5th year with the club. As the center back struck this one well. But Ramsey shuffled across his line, or Earl rather, shuffled across his line to make the save. Oliver is looking for Carlson on the far side, skips past him. And Ramsey to bring it out of the back. Tried to roll it along the touchline, but it goes out for a throw-in. And it's Bruner who will have the throw-in on the far side. Locklear gets back to Blanton. Taguchi fighting in the midfield. Ooh, and that is a heavy studs-up tackle And a yellow card right away for Garcia. Let's take a look here. A heavy touch. Wasn't going to reach the ball, and you see the studs were showing as the challenge was made. So Richard Garcia becomes the first player to go into referee Joe Salinas' book this evening. So the referee gets in position. And it's Cole Carter. That's a lovely ball right into the danger area. Bodies go flying. And the referee waves play on as it bounces into the arms of Edwards. Beautiful distribution from the keeper. And this is Garcia. Able to get it back for Stricker. Over the top. And headed away by Carter. Locklear gets it back to Carter. And it will be Solar's bar on the far side. Ashwin Menon. Well, this is a really interesting matchup, not only because of the players on the field, but also because Adrian Solka and Ken Kirlick have been friends for the past 20 years. We'll get back to that in a second as this ball lifted in the box and headed away by Blanton. McCarty wins the first header, but Carlson brings the ball down. Now Oliver. And he's brought down by Stricker. Well, Oliver showing his ability when he gets the ball and can run at defenders. And the only way that Stricker could stop him was illegally. And he gets a talking to from the referee who tells him no more. Chase Oliver came off the bench on match day 3 against the Chicago Fire and scored the goal that put them into the quarterfinals and set off this incredible run. After what was already an incredible achievement, getting out of a group comprised of them and 3 MLS academies. Carlson's service right into the breadbasket of Chris Edwards. That was a good ball. Perhaps a bit too deep in the end, but really it was on line in terms of where you want players to attack it. So Carter will take this throw-in. Ramirez falls. And Luna knows that he needs to calm down just a bit, wasn't happy with the challenge. Luna getting forward is Cole Carter out of Jackson, Georgia. Will take the free kick in the 18th minute. This one driven in and headed away by Menon. Carlson settles underneath it. And good hold of play by Luis Samcow. Stricker, just unable to bring it under control, and it'll be a throw-in for Oliver, quickly taken. As Takuchi arrives, McCarty steps and gets a foot in. Garcia rolls it out wide. Oliver. Carlson, who leads the team in assists. Got the ball stuck under his feet, and McCarty overtakes in midfield. Stricker down the line, looking for the run of Samkow. He's being watched by Blanton. He's able to spin away from him, but he runs out of real estate and will be a throw-in for Solar. McCarty. Garcia unable to spin. Falls for Bono. Off for knee. And Carlson picks his pocket. This is Oliver flying down the far side. Coming over to cut him off was Ramsey, but it will be a throw-in. This quick ball flighted in and headed away by Stricker. And it was an important header because Carlson was lurking. Carter pumps it forward. Beautiful ball right onto the chest of Carlson. Invites Takuchi into the attack. Carlson's hit is charged down by Bailey Sparks. And Luna gets to the loose ball first. Back for Blanton. It's over the top. Simon Carlson. Unable to get around Beering. Luna. Pena's cross. Oliver attacks it, but Menon gets his head on it. Knee flying forward, and he's brought down, and that's going to be the first yellow card of the game for the Concorde Fire. And it's Jake Locklear, the captain, who's the second player to go into the referee's book this evening. It was excellent shielding from Nicholas Nee. Scorer of the second goal against the LA Galaxy in the semifinal on Monday. And Locklear will have to be careful for the rest of the game. And it's Joshua Ramsey who's over this one. Sparks is making a run into the box. It's looking for his head, but it bypasses everyone and goes out for a goal kick for Donovan Earl. Donovan Earl, a really special goalkeeper. And the coaching staff saying about him is that nothing phases him at all. He'll give up a goal or he'll make a tremendous save and he just moves on. Said he really just zeroes in and wants to be in the big games. He wants to face the tough shots. He has to here, and he makes the save. But the offside flag was up, but even so, a huge save from Donovan Earl. As it's Nee who's down in that contact. That's exactly what the coaching staff was talking about, is that was a lovely ball clipped into the path of Nee, and even though he's offside, Earl came out and stood tall and wouldn't allow that ball over him. You could just see it on his face that he's absolutely zeroed in. He wants to be in these big games. He wants to face the tough shots. As the coaching staff said, he's just the kind of kid that relishes the pressure. And we've seen that all playoffs long, and we saw that here. And it was a heavy collision with Nicholas Nee, but certainly a fair one where both players were going for the ball. And so a break in play as we head into the 24th minute. Chance for players to go over to their respective benches and get some water. I'd already mentioned that these two coaches are really good longtime friends. In fact, they spoke to each other for about 30 minutes yesterday, and they agreed that they have very similar teams, and we're seeing that in the style of game. You can see the young ladies in blue shirts behind the Solar bench. That's Solar's U16-17 women's team, who will be in action in the final tomorrow night against Lone Star. They won their match 4-0 against Beach FC and will face off against the Lone Star side that had to play a full 120 minutes in a 3-2 victory over FC Dallas. So that match can be seen right here tomorrow on US Soccer's YouTube channel and on the Development Academy's Twitter handle. And for now, this the last Boys Academy game of the season. We had the U15 title match in Oceanside 2 weeks ago. And we just had the U18-19 title match precede this one. That was won 2-0 by New York City FC as they retained their crown. And now we will have a new champion in this U16-17 age group as Solar and Concorde are looking to win their first ever title here at the very aptly named, for this event at least, Championship Soccer Stadium, home of USL Championship side Orange County SC. And the good news is that Nicholas Nee looks to be okay. And Nicholas Nee out of Carrollton, Texas, has 17 goals in 24 starts coming into this one, including that second goal against the LA Galaxy. And so Nee coming off. Just has to come off because the trainer came out to check on him. We'll just wait for permission to come back on the field by the referee, but for now, Solar are down to 10 men. Ball driven into the feet of Sparks. Pena gets it back. Carter sends it forward, headed the other way by Beering, only as far as Luna. Good skill from Jake Locklear. Oliver skips past the challenge from Stricker. It's electrifying on the dribble. Oliver held it just a bit too long and then went flying in to Beering as he made the challenge. It was so dangerous when he goes on those mazy dribbles, Chase Oliver. But Beering stood his ground and he gets it off to his center back partner, Ramsey. Was looking for Sparks, cut out by Takuichi. One back by Garcia. Inside for Bryce Bono. Sparks, see how quickly Carlos Pena steps up to him. Or Christian Pena, beg your pardon. Ramsey tried to take on one too many, and the break could be on for the Fire if they can hurry. This one looking for Oliver, but Edwards comes out to extinguish the Fire attack. Sparks dragged to the turf. Carlson being told that's his last warning before a yellow card is shown. McCarty. Ramsey over the top, was looking for Sam Cow. Takuichi passes outside. Locklear dispossessed by McCarty. Able to win it back though, but then Garcia's there to take it away from him. Well, the chance is on, and Earl pushes it around the post. Good stave by Donovan Earl at full stretch to deny Bryce Bono. Well, he was invited to have the shot, and Bono thought his blast was destined for the far corner, but Earl had other ideas. Second corner kick of the game for Solar. And that is why Donovan Earl wears the captain's armband for this Concorde side. Flighted in, looking for the head of Sam Cow. Headed only as far as the top of the box. Hits off Beering, and Earl comes out to quell the danger. This one rolled out for Christian Pena. Steps past Garcia. Inside. Well, it's a heavy challenge on Luna, but the referee playing the advantage. And that ball asking too much of Oliver. And so now the referee is going to stop play, and he's going to give a yellow card to McCarty. So already 3 players on yellow cards, and we've yet to play half an hour. You expect that in a final? Parker Bruner wins the throw-in on the far side.
Yellow card issued in the 29th minute, number 20, Grant McCarthy of Solar.
Bruner came into high praise from his head coach, who said that against the De Anza Force, he marked their best player out of the game. As this will be a free kick for the high boot. So that Bruner does all the dirty work that doesn't really get glorified. Not only that, but because of his skill, it really allows them to play the ball out of the back the way that they like. So he's forward now for this free kick as Carter gets set to pump it into the box. This one a bit too deep, and it's catching practice for Edwards. So we're just past the half-hour mark in Irvine. 0-0 in the U.S. Soccer Development Academy U16-17 championship match between Solar from Dallas, Texas, and the Concorde Fire from Atlanta, Georgia. Is that ball asking way too much of Miguel Ramirez? And Ramsey will bring it forward for Solar. Driven forward, looking for the run of Sam Cow. Pena's there. Earl sends it the other way. McCarty with a smart header back for Beering. He'll roll it along for his center back partner, Ramsey. He's looking for the overlapping run of Menon on the far side, but instead this is Takuichi. Takuichi has spent time with the Peruvian youth national team. Pena, Oliver. Looking for options. And Sparks intercepts this one. Menon. And shielded out of bounds on the far side. It's an excellent job by Ramirez coming all the way back to do the defensive work from his right forward position. Head coach Ken Gerlich saying of Ramirez that he's such a good player, has the whole world in front of him, and yet remains so humble and grounded. He says that he just loves to play the game and plays it with the same passion in a park on a Sunday as he does in the U.S. Soccer Development Academy. It's the free kick for Joshua Ramsey and Solar in the 33rd minute. The return ball played behind him, so Ramsey has to retreat and get it back to his keeper. Chris Edwards over the head of Beering and out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Chase Oliver. Looking for Carlson, who's last with the O2 national team in June before the playoffs began. Left back, played top, flicked on by Locklear, cleared away. Pop back up into the air off the head of Garcia. Locklear dinks it over for Carlson. Edwards gets down to make the save, and it's poked away before Carlson could have a second bite of the cherry. Simon Carlson has been menacing in this first half and almost opened the scoring for Concorde. It's a good hit, but Edwards stood his ground. And then Ramsey was able to poke it away before Carlson could try and sweep home the rebound. Luna's called for the foul on this occasion. Bono plays it quickly. Ramsey. Sparks has popped up on the far side. Chase has the overlap from Pena if he wants it. And now he gives it to him. That's pulled into an interesting position. Header away only as far as Oliver. Pokes it along for Ramirez. Back for Locklear, who drives it in. Took a deflection on the way. It's the first corner kick of the game for the Concorde Fire. Well, Ramsey's been busy. He has been solid in the center of defense for Solar. Has another defensive option that he has to contend with, as it is a corner kick for the Concorde Fire.
Joe, there's nobody up here, okay? I got your back.
Luna's corner, Locklear's header, and the whistle had gone for a foul in the box. Clash there, and knee is whistled for the foul.
That area, man. Yep.
Looks like he might have taken the worst of that collision.
Good around there, man. Good around there. Yep. Thank you.
Luna makes his way to the top of the box, now checks back into the pocket. Carter instead sends it long, looking for Ramirez on the far side. Headed away by Menon. Helped on by Sparks. Brought down by Taquichi. Pena has been very good on this near side in the first half. Stricker's throwing. Knee trying to turn. Still going knee, weaves his way through. And Chase Oliver had both hands on his back as he pushed him over. Garcia's free kick. Dinked back in. Flag stays down. Curled to the back post and drops just wide. Solar come close yet again, but it remains 0-0. As it was Sparks. Look at the way he disguises his shot. Went for the curler. And then Sam Cow just missed the header. Over the top for Nita Chase. Has Pena policing him. Knee. And Pena able to battle it away. Oh, and Luna. Not a bad idea. Garcia, little touch off for knee, cross into the box, and Donovan has full control in his area. So Donovan Earl taking all 6 seconds, getting everybody up, and now puts it on the floor and sends it into the midfield. This will be a free kick for Concorde in the center circle. So it's the captain, Locklear, who is waiting for the ball to be brought back. Now he's going to leave this one off. As Carter has sent both of these towards the top of the box. And he does the same here, drilling it all the way in, right to the feet of Earl, or excuse me, to the hands of Chris Edwards. Carlson unable to bulldoze his way through. And Menon got it away from Ramirez. Won by Bruner on the far side. Into the middle for Luna. Helped on for Taguchi. Into the feet of Oliver, trying to turn in the box. And that is stellar defending from Beering. A tremendous trap from the ball boy who brought it down. Off your camera. Oliver tried to flick it on. And Beering clears. Knee. Can't get past Locklear. And Garcia fouled him. Much to the chagrin of the Solar fans on the far side, who thought that they were off and running on a counterattack. Taguchi. Rolled into the feet of Carlson. Allowed to turn, works his way into the box. And hits it off of Beering, so it's a corner kick for Concorde, their second of the game, first on the near side. So we're inside the final 5 minutes of the first half.
I don't think it's on the corner. I don't think it's on the arc.
And Carlson, the leader in assists, looking for another one from the set piece.
My bad. That's my bad.
And it's Bailey Sparks to run away with it. Has nobody in front of him. And he can't skip by Locklear on the far side. Has the throw, though, takes it quickly, was looking for Menon, who is flying up the wing. Menon has a long one to get back now, but Ramirez dispossessed on the far side. And this one looking for Samkow. Carter brings him down, and it'll be a free kick for Luis Samkow and Solar in the 42nd minute. The sun is dipping into the Pacific Ocean just to the right of the main grandstand, but the action just heating up as Samkow brought down. Ramsey has 4 players at the top of the box. Donovan Earl comes out and plucks it out of the evening sky. Samkow blocks the clearance from Carter. And Carter will head it out for a corner kick, third of the game for the Dallas, Texas side. Sparks will leave this one off for Garcia. Garcia, in his first season in the DA, will take an in-swinger. This one played in, Sparks goes up, Earl gets a piece of it, still bouncing around. Earl makes the first save. And now it's Concorde looking to break through Oliver. Nifty touch to help it on for Ramirez. Scooped over for Carlson on the near side. He lets it run. Luna comes inside, Carlson goes outside. Luna was unable to get it by Garcia. Does it the second time of asking, out wide for Miguel Ramirez. He hoists one toward the back post. And this will be a goal kick for Solar as we head to the final minute and a half of the opening 45. Take a look here, and Earl came out and pushed it off of Sparks. And then it was Sparks who got a piece of it but Earl somehow able to see it through the traffic and make the save. Then a great job by Ramirez to lead the break for Concorde. So this one slid through, but Pena is there. Stricker's header, and Garcia settles. Pops it over. Bryce Bono. Menon jumps into the attack. Forward for the run of Sam Cal, but it skips into the arms of Donovan Earl. Over the top, looking for Sparks. Headed away by Carter, only as far as Garcia. He's not allowed to hit it, as it was the captain, Locklear, getting back. Brought down by Carlson. Little back heel for Oliver on the overlap. Oliver arrowing right at Bearing. Skips by him and was trying to cross it and slipped at the most crucial moment, as there will be 4 minutes of stoppage time added on to the half.
4 minutes of stoppage.
Put up on the board by fourth official Jamie Padilla out of Cal North. Garcia's header. And Sparks is called for the challenge. And now Locklear going to get another talking to. And Salinas telling him to relax, that he's already on a yellow card, not to do anything silly, like push a player in the back as he's walking away.
White, back out of there, man. Back out of there.
Love the way that Joe Salinas tries to control the game by bringing over the players and having words with them, trying to settle them down, reminding them of what the situation is. Menon. This time, Sparks goes up legally. Christian Pena. Into the feet of Luna. Was unable to help it on to Carlson. Knee. Leaves it off for Garcia. Helped on to McCarty. Pirouettes away from the traffic and then spins back, realizing that the space was open. And now McCarty sets off on a run. Showed too much of it to Locklear, who gets it out wide. And over the top from Bruner, but out of bounds. So we are just about midway through the minimum 4 minutes of added time at the end of this first half. Still time for one of these sides to steal the lead before the break. Away by Carter. And Carlson wins the free kick on the far side. Carter gets instructions from his bench, drives this one into the top of the box. And Garcia back for Sparks. Zipped into the feet of Sam Cal. One back by Takuichi, but taken the other way by Solar. And then Takuichi intercepts again. And safety first from Carter. Into Sam Cal, who wins the corner. An opportunity for Solar to snatch a goal before the break. It's their fourth corner kick of the game, and Garcia comes over to take it. They created a really dangerous opportunity off the last one. Can they do it again? This is probably the last action of the first half. And the referee already spotting some pushing and shoving. Garcia's corner. Sam Cow goes up. McCarty blocked by Oliver. And that will be the last action of the first half. It's 0-0, but it's an entertaining 0-0 after 45 minutes between Solar and Concorde. Oliver just collecting himself after blocking that shot to make sure the teams go into the break. Tied at 0. Earl limping off just a bit, but he's a fierce competitor. He'll be back for the second half. He's a big reason why we're still scoreless. So the players trotting off the field, and we will trot out of the booth for this break, but we'll be back with you for the final 45 minutes from Irvine. At the half, it is Solar 0, Concorde Fire 0. We'll see you in 15 short minutes. 0-0 as we get ready for the second half kickoff between Solar and Concorde. Substitutions to tell you about for Concorde. Jarrell Nixon has checked into the game. Nixon, a U17 TNT international, on for his 20th appearance of the season. And there is a good look at Nixon, wearing the number 19 for the Concorde Fire. Well, for Solar, who will get us back underway in the second half, John Paul Jordan II has come in to replace Richard Garcia. So Garcia getting the start over Jordan tonight, but he only goes 45 minutes, and now John Paul Jordan is back on. And there is John Paul Jordan getting in as the two substitutes clash, and it's Solar who come away with it. So this will be a throw-in for Ashwin Menon. out of Trophy Club, Texas, down the line. And it was Michael Locklear who came out.
Entering the game, number 35, J.E. Jordan. Leaving the game, number 8, Richard Garcia.
Carlson pulled it into an interesting position, but it was headed away by Beering. A nice little bit of invention at the top of the box from Chase Oliver, but the save is made by Edwards. It is a gorgeous evening in Irvine as the sun has dropped into the Pacific just behind the main grandstand that you are looking at. A nice cool breeze sweeping across the field as this is a good run from Nicholas Nee, brought down, and he wins the free kick. Luna coming out and asking where the infraction occurred. You can see that did have his hands on him, Luna. He didn't think it was tactile enough for a foul, but the referee disagrees. And it's Ramsey and Sparks who are the main characters in this plot. Ramsey does have one goal this season. Billy Sparks has 4 goals in these playoffs alone. It's Ramsey. It wasn't far off. So it's a goal kick for the Concorde Fire. Came into the playoffs via the 7th wild card spot. Went through a group with 3 MLS clubs before beating #1 Shattuck St. Mary's in the quarterfinals and the #2 and only undefeated team in the Development Academy, De Anza Force, in the semis. And now these two teams going toe-to-toe as Nee sets off on another mazy dribble. Goes down again. And this time the referee calling the initial foul that he played advantage for at first. So the free kick about 10 yards behind where Nicholas Nee eventually went down. And Carlson looks bemused. Sparks' free kick. And the header not directed goalwards. But it was a good effort from the center back, Ramsey.
Hey, Bill, what numbers on the field have a yellow card? There's 3 black.
Ramsey getting everybody organized as he gets back to his center defensive position. And that's definitely a two-handed push in the back from John Paul Jordan II. So Carlson comes forward. Played up, looking for Ramirez, headed away by Menon. Sparks brings it down, has Bruner watching him. And the pass cut out. Luna. Blanton. Taquichi lets it run. Carlson, lovely skill from Carlson. Taquichi, Oliver. Carlson comes over to find the ball. Into the feet of Nixon, and stabbed away from him by Ramsey. Nixon drove in the cross, but is cleared by Ramsey. Will be a throw-in for the Concorde Fire in the 50th minute. As McCarty got it off to Sparks, he lost it from Bruner. No foul, said the referee. But this time he calls a foul along the end line. Strel Nixon's the guilty party. Strel Nixon played for TNT's U17s during World Cup qualifying. It's the header by Bruner. Carlson. Oh, it was another good ball, but it's headed away by Beering. Luna. Looking for the run of Oliver on the far side, pulls it across, but too close to the keeper. And Chase Oliver has been dangerous in this game and has taken the captain's armband from Locklear at halftime. What a great ball into his path. Just couldn't pull it back across the face of goal. So it'll be another free kick for Solar in midfield. And once again, it's Nee who draws the foul. Ramsey gets it out wide. And Pena won't allow Stricker to get past him. And it went off Stricker last, so it's going to be a throw-in for Pena. Oliver has it stabbed away from him. Stricker battling, loses out. Blanton into the feet of Nixon. McCarty policing him. This one hit off of knee and poked away by Blanton before Sam Cow could get on the end of it. On a miscue from Ramsey, but Menon's there to mop up for Solar. Back for Edwards. And he pops it into the night sky. Luna's looping header off of Ramsey and out of bounds. Throw in for Concorde. Carlson with a little bit of space, but he's confronted by Beering. Oh, what a piece of skill from Sparks, lifting that ball over the challenge. He can't find the runner on the far side. Jordan coming in, has to be careful. That's already his second foul. He's gonna have a talking to from the referee. He's just come into the game, so the referee telling him to settle down a little bit. Way by Beering, back in. Nixon heads it down, still battling, trying to bulldoze his way through, and drags the shot just wide of the target. Jarrell Nixon looking to make an immediate impact. Did well to find that ball, fight for it, and create that half yard of space for the shot and get it off quickly. It's not a bad idea from Menon. And now a substitution to be made, as it's Nee whose number's up. And on will come Riley O'Donnell, the hero of the semifinal, with the game-winning goal against the LA Galaxy. Came off to the bench to devastating effect in that one, and looking to do the same here. And off comes Nee after a tremendous effort. Sparks over the top. Sam Cow chasing. And cleared away by Earl. Jordan wins the header. Sparks able to keep it in. Off for John Paul Jordan II. Over for McCarty. For O'Donnell! Almost scored with his first touch of the game, but it's cleared off the line. John Paul Jordan II popped over, but Earl will come out and grab this one. This was slid in, little look up to see where the goalkeeper was, and Earl got a touch, and that's what allowed Blanton to clear it off the line. Great save combined by Earl and Blanton. Nixon finds a little bit of space, rolls it off for Chase Oliver, looking to run. Oliver gets by 2, just couldn't curl it into the far corner. But that is how quickly the Concorde Fire can turn defense into attack. Oliver has been menacing all game long. Just leaned back as he hit it a bit. Didn't quite wrap his foot all the way around the ball the way he wanted. And it remains 0-0 in the 57th minute. But I love watching him when he gets the ball and takes off right at defenders. Charges just directly at them, Chase Oliver. But this will be a throw for Parker Bruner. Popped up. Nixon shielded illegally. And Ramsey fell really awkwardly. So Ramsey looks like he'll be all right. Let's take a look here. And you see that arm came out just a little bit. And you see the way that Ramsey fell on his back. Good news is that he's okay. Getting some water from his keeper. So Ramsey picks himself up, dusts himself off, and takes the free kick. Oliver intercepts, flying forward. Helped on. Simon Carlson. And reading that pass was Stricker. And Blanton with the challenge in the midfield. Back for Josiah Blanton. Inside for Luna. And Sam Cowell whistled for the foul. So it'll be a free kick for Concorde, who play it quickly. Carlson tried to play it in the center, and Stricker will keep this from going out. Intercepted by Taquichi. And McCarty thought he got all ball, but the referee disagrees. Free kick from a very dangerous area for Simon Carlson and the Concorde Fire. And the referee marking off 10 yards. And take a look here. Five in the wall for Solar. Carlson! Denied at full stretch by Chris Edwards. Oh, he got all of that. And now a foul down in the far corner. Referee waves play on. Walking along the end line. And this will be a corner kick.
Great call, Melissa. Great work, Joe. Good
Play. Corner kick swung in. Earl comes out, punches away. Nixon. Able to get inside of Bono, but couldn't get past Ashwin Menon. And this is Menon. Jordan finds the pocket. Pushed on for Sparks. He tags it. And it's Earl who gets down to make the save. Really the one time in this game that Bailey Sparks has been able to get away. Headed by Sparks. And Earl beats everyone to the punch. Nixon takes off. The ball crossed over the line. And now Menon being told to wait on the throw-in so that the referee can talk to Nixon about not kicking the ball away the next time it goes out. So a throw-in for Menon. Started these playoffs as a sub. Top of the box. And that was an important intervention from Pena. Quick 1-2. Stricker's cross. Too close to the keeper. And good, quick outlet from Earl. Forward by Ramirez for Nixon. And Ramsey doing the defending. Miguel Ramirez has worked so hard. Has 5 goals in 5 playoff games. Has scored in all but 1 game in the playoffs, Miguel Ramirez. Takuichi. Luna. Into the channel for the runner, Ramirez. And this will be a goal kick, as Joshua Ramsey has been everywhere for Solar. Bruner. And it will be out of bounds for a Solar throw-in. Bono. Stricker gets it wide. Sparks measuring up the cross, deflected and cleared away by Blanton. Only as far as McCarty. Bono trying to scoop it up over the top. Headed on by Jordan. Jordan's volley! And it took a deflection on the way. It'll be a corner kick. 6th of the game for the Texas side. So Donald comes over to take it. So Donald got his foot to the ball, and it's set up nicely for Jordan, but a flying black jersey got in the way to make the block. And it's the substitute, Riley O'Donnell, to take this corner kick. Loop toward the back corner of the 6 and over the head of Beering. Beering shielding off Pena. And Pena pushes it out of bounds. So Menon will come up to take this throw in the 65th minute. Flag stays down. Now it goes up against Sam Cowell. Carlson wins the header. Nixon trying to drive past Stricker. Gets to the line, pulls it back. Second ball. And a sliding clearance made by Ashwin Menon. Bono wins it. Looking for Sam Cowell. Sparks spins away from Takuichi. McCarty. Sparks has the ball ripped off of his foot by Carlson. Pushed along the line for Jarrell Nixon. Has Ramirez making his way into the box. Nixon looking to find him, but the deflection takes the sting out of the cross. And Edwards comes out to grab it. And now a player down in midfield. The trainer's being called on right away. Both of these teams working so hard. You see the cramps starting to set in as it's Bono who's struggling. A chance for both teams to go over and get some water. And Concorde's bench. You can see the coaching staff giving instructions. I asked them, what's the recipe for their success? And head coach Ken Kerlick said, we're really just outworking everybody. He said our work rate is just so tremendous, especially in the last 6 weeks. He said it has been unbelievable from his side. Said, in youth sports, you lose a couple games and everybody wants to change up everything and maybe change the coaching or the lineup, he said. But after starting 0-4-1, instead of jumping ship, the guys just stuck to their core values of being good teammates, sticking to the principles, didn't change anything, and eventually were able to turn the tide. As Bono limping off, hopefully he'll be all right. And so now the question is Bono able to continue or does he need a sub? And so for the moment, Bailey Sparks and his Solar side are down to 10 men. We'll see whether or not Bono will continue. As Edwards quickly throws it out. Sparks. The throw-in will go the way of Concorde. Carlson. Ramirez. Luna. Headed away by Beering and helped on by McCarty. And McCarty pokes it out wide for Sparks. Into the feet of Sam Cowell. And he runs out of real estate on the far side. And now here's the substitution for Bono. As coming on is Connor Lisenby for his 6th appearance of the season. Lifted over, the cross coming in. And it's Ramsey who's there. Who else for Solar? Ramirez looking for options on the throw-in. Gets movement from Carlson. Plays it over him into the feet of Nixon. He's working on Beering. Nixon turns, fights his way through. Can't get past Jordan. And Menon wants to bring it out of the back. And the referee blowing the whistle. Taquichi. Strong in the challenge. Forward for Nixon. Carlson. And Lisenby got a foot in. Lisenby gets back from McCarty. Sparks. He's looking for the run of O'Donnell, can't track it down. It will be a throw-in from Concorde. Down the line from Bruner. Ramsey there to sweep up for Solar. Looking over the top, Bruner's header. Bought back to ground with a velvet touch by Luna. Now over the top, looking for Carlson. Nixon. And skies his shot over the bar. Well, he's been dangerous since coming on. Nixon has caused a lot of problems. Beering and company have found it hard when he's had his back to goal. Has either been good at really laying it off or looking to spin like he did on that last occasion. Is this one threaded through? It's too far for Lasenby, and Pena gets it back to the feet of Earl. Sparks can't get by Pena, and Oliver puts it into the path of Luna. Helps it on for Bruner. Ramirez. Luna. Oliver finds the ball in the midfield. Luna returns the favor. Into the channel for Ramirez. And one back by Ramsey, who has been sensational tonight for Solar. Sam Cowell. And now Concorde to make a change. And Sam Cowell is down, pounding the turf in pain.
Entering the game, number 7, Reese Deegan, leaving the game, number 19, Jarrell Nixon.
So Reese Deegan is going to come in. It's a sub for the second half sub as Jarrell Nixon is off. So Deegan on for his 32nd appearance of the season. Had the game-winning goal against NYCFC on match day 2 of the group stage. So we take a look here and you can see the foul on Carter, and then right away, Sam Cowell grabbing his ankle as he went down. And now Sam Cowell being helped off. He missed the quarterfinal against FC Dallas through injury, Luis Sam Cowell, so you hope that this isn't a reoccurrence. He looks to be in some real discomfort. And Adrian Solka might have to go to his bench once again. Miguel Ramirez coming over to get some water over on the Concorde bench. Concorde is a small club of just about 1,500 kids. Half the coaching staff are former players. But one of the big things Ken Kurlik said about this club is that he had over 300 emails from current and former players and families wishing them luck, as Sam Cowell is being subbed.
Substitution in the 74th minute for Solar. Entering the game, number 4, Grant Youngerman.
And Grant Youngerman comes on for his 4th appearance. Just his 2nd appearance in these playoffs after coming on as a late sub against the LA Galaxy in the semifinal. Youngerman, an 0-3 out of Dallas, Texas, looking to put his stamp on the match. As the long ball in, Donovan punches only as far as Sparks, who couldn't lob Earl. And so it'll be a goal kick for Donovan Earl and Concorde. I asked Ken Kurlik what a national title would mean to Concorde, and he said, I want these boys to be talked about by the next generation, and for the younger guys in our academy to know that winning a national title is attainable, and that every kid going through our club can have that goal. And they're on the defensive foot at the moment as the shot's blazed across by McCarty. Solar players asking for a deflection. They're not going to get it. It is going to be a goal kick for Donovan Earl, but it was a good effort by McCarty. As it was Sparks who provided the layoff. And McCarty just couldn't get that to tail back. Inside the final 15 minutes. And Deegan's cross is cut out. O'Donnell tried to help it on. Oliver rides the challenges. And Luna wins the free kick. It was a deft little touch to first lift that over Jordan and force Ramsey to foul him. And now Ramsey's going to get a yellow card for the tackle. Fourth yellow card issued today by referee Joe Salinas. Carlson's free kick. Keeper had to stay on his line. At the header wide of goal. Took a deflection on the way. And it'll be the first corner kick of the half for the Concorde Fire.
Yellow card issued in 77 minutes. Number 7, Joshua Ramsey.
It's Luna who's coming over to take. And the header saved at the near post by Edwards. And now a two-handed push by Reese Deegan. As Lisenby wins the free kick. Jordan launches it. Takuichi. Luna trying to find Ramirez on the far side. And right away, the referee stopping play because of the possibility of a head injury. As the ball flighted to the back post. And it was Deegan who got up and got his head to it, and it wasn't saved by Edwards. It was Jordan on the near post. Well, if anybody ever asks, why do you put players on the post during corner kicks, just show them that replay. You can see Solka giving directions in the background. Not exactly sure what the controversy is, as Stricker had to step off after taking that hit. He wants to come back on right away. And the drop ball given back to Solar. McCarty didn't like that. He wanted that played back to the keeper rather than out of bounds in a dangerous area to take a throw in from. Oh, my producer, Alex Bousquet, letting me know that the whole thing was that Stricker wanted to come back on, but the referee said that he had to be checked out first by the medical staff before he would be given permission to come back on. And Stricker has been given the all clear, and now he's allowed back onto the field. Sparks. Little 1-2 with O'Donnell. Has a little bit of space. Fizzes it across and headed away. Oliver.
Smart.
Deegan trying to turn. Ramsey.
Josh, come on. Little. Relax. Deal with me, go. Deal with me. And again. Go, Chase. Relax, Chase. I got it, man. Find something.
Into the final 10 minutes of regulation. And with each second that ticks away, extra time becomes more and more of a possibility. And a good tackle by Youngerman to win the throw-in for Solar. And now Concorde Fire getting ready to flick the switch on another substitution. It's Takuichi who will leave us. An excellent game from the Peruvian Youth International.
Substitution in the 82nd minute for Concorde Fire in the game, number 13, Rigo.
Go ahead.
And on comes Rigo Villanueva.
Out. Simon. Relax, Simon. Relax. Relax. Go. Turn.
Referee plays advantage. Ramirez zips his shot right into Chris Edwards. It's a good look at Rigo Villanueva. And just came on to replace Takeuchi. O'Donnell can't get there before Carter. But it will be a throw-in for Solar as we're in the 83rd minute. The U16 17 championship hangs in the balance. Lisenbi. Stolen away by Carlson. Launched forward, looking for the run of Deegan. McCarty. Lob it into the air. Villanueva's header. Stricker gets it out wide. Lovely first touch from Lisenbi. Into the feet of O'Donnell. Skips past one. But the shot is blocked and cleared away by Bruner. Menon senses the pressure. Forward for Youngerman. Menon flicks it on. And drilled the other way. Ramsey gets there before Deegan. Concorde maintained possession. Carlson. Youngerman hassling him. Still going Carlson. Oh, and you have to give a lot of credit to Carlson. He doesn't get the foul that perhaps he should have gotten, but he stayed on his feet instead of going down like so many other players would. So that was a good battle with him and Youngerman. And it will be a throw-in for Parker Bruner. Oliver. Nifty little touch back to Oliver. Stands it up to the back post. It bypasses everybody. Saved along the end line. Put back in. McCarty with the first header. Ramsey missed the second. And Ramsey comes away from the scrum with it. Forward for Jordan, who's brought down from behind. The yellow card is out. And it's Villanueva, who's the latest player to be shown a yellow by referee Joe Salinas. 5 names have now been taken. McCarty. Inside the final 4 minutes of regulation.
Minutes, number 13, Villanueva of Concorde Fire.
Sparks battling, and it's a handball right at the top of the box.
Joe, I'm thinking that could be yellow, man. Joe.
Take a look if we can see it here. So is Brunner going for it? Oh, that's a definite handball.
Joe, do you have to watch in there?
The one argument you can make is that it was the collision with Sparks that forced his hand into it. But other than that, a great job by our camera crew to catch that. And now Sparks with a huge opportunity to put Solar ahead. Ramsey is also over it, but you'd have to think that this is Sparks country. It's Bailey Sparks, and the wall had firm foundations. McCarty gets to it. Youngerman. Stricker. O'Donnell. Out wide for Youngerman. Unable to keep it in. And it will be a throw-in for Pena on the far side. Leaves it off for Blanton. Throw-in looking for Ramirez. That's good shielding to win it back. Chase Oliver flying forward. Helps it on to Brunner. Looking for the early cross. And that will go to the other side. Stricker gets it away with Deegan giving chase. And Youngerman wins it. And the free kick to boot. Sparks wants to take it quickly. Referee says it needs to go back about 5 or 6 more yards. We are into the final minute of the 90. Blanton trying to shield it out of bounds. And he does it very well. Josiah Blanton started this playoff run as a holding midfielder. Was pushed back for tactical reasons. And has taken his new position with aplomb. Has been excellent throughout these 90 minutes in the center of defense for the Concorde Fire. So there will be 4 minutes of stoppage time. 4 minutes for one of these sides to find a winner, or we will play an extra 30 in Irvine. This one skipping off the head of Menon. And a tremendous effort by Ramsey to get over and get to it to make sure that it went out for a throw-in rather than a corner. Has to track back now. Jordan missed his clearance. Villanueva. Blanton. Oliver, back for Luna. He looks to dink it in. Cleared away by Beering. Carlson spins. Beering matching him step for step. Carlson and 3 white jerseys conspire to win it back for Solar. Brunner. Oliver looking to run, has a step on Menon. Oliver! It'll be a goal kick for Chase Edwards. As Oliver got the isolation he wanted. But the shot was on an elevator, taking it above the crossbar. And it's a goal kick for Chris Edwards. Bit of an acute angle too. Still had the goalkeeper worried.
Hey, look, give me that one. Come on. Go, boys. Hey, boys, pick it up. Let's go. Source, go ahead.
Oliver steps inside of Jordan. Was trying to slide it for the run of Ramirez. Now O'Donnell going the other way. Still going O'Donnell, and that is a tremendous tackle. And both players are down, but the defender did get all ball. O'Donnell is up, the defender being stretched out. Referee checks his watch and will have to calculate how much more time to add at the end of the minimum 4 minutes. Carlson has been excellent today, pulling the strings in midfield for Concorde. And the U16-17 Solar Girls players enjoying themselves. They have their final tomorrow, but for now, trying to will their boys team on to victory in the final. So it was Luna who made the challenge. He's still cramping up Luna. And now he's okay, and he's going to ask for permission to come back on. We've played the minimum 4 minutes of stoppage time. We did have a bit of a break about halfway through that, though. So we will continue here. 95th minute. And just unable to keep it in. It'll be a throw-in for the Concorde Fire in front of their bench. I'll tell you what, I got a fever, and the only remedy is more cowbell. Clipped in, Villanueva chests it down. And it will be a corner kick for Concorde, deep in stoppage time. It's Carlson in his normal position over the dead ball. 7 players getting into the box for Concorde. The keepers missed it, but it skips all the way through. A dangerous cross sent in. We will need extra time to find a champion at the U16-17 Development Academy final as it ends 0-0 between Solar and Concorde. Both defenses bending but not breaking. And we will now have two 15-minute extra time periods. And if still tied at the end of that, we will go through the rigors of a penalty shootout. So we will take a break, and we will be back with you for extra time. At the end of 90, it's Solar 0, Concorde 0. The final is going the full distance. The referees bringing the ball back to the center as we need extra time to find a champion between Solar and the Concorde Fire. It's the men in black who will get us back underway, as Concorde will have the kickoff to start the extra time period. 2 15-minute periods we will play all the way through, as there's no golden goal. And if still tied at the end of the extra 30 minutes, we will go to penalties. Ramsey has been a titan at the back for the Solar defense. And Carlson has caused much of Ramsey's worries tonight. Check of the watch from the referee. And we're back underway. 2 15-minute periods, and then there will be about a 2 to 3 minute halftime just so the teams can switch sides. So a very quick break after the end of the first 15 minutes. The referees will try and get play back underway as quickly as possible. And this will be a free kick for the Concorde Fire. As Solka looks on, Carlson looks to be okay. This one drilled in. Edwards calls off all comers.
Big one up here with me.
And looks for the quick distribution. Can't get it over the head of Josiah Blanton. Punch forward. Bailey Sparks. Threads it inside for McCarty. McCarty steps into it, and he scores! The deflection deceiving Earl, and Solar take a 1-0 lead. Sparks with yet another assist. McCarty invited to run at the gap, and what a shot. Kissed in off the post. Grant McCarty with the game-winning assist in the semifinal might very well have the game-winning goal in the final.
Goal scored for Solar in the 93rd minute by number 35, John Paul Jordan.
Spaces open up on the far side. The cross measured in, and it's cleared away by Ramsey. Right back to Carlson. Steps inside the challenge, looks for the far post. Almost picked it out, but it remains 1-0 in favor of Solar. Now the referee coming over and making sure that Edwards knows he can't waste any more time, as now a player has gone down behind the play, believe cramping. And it's Ramsey who's down. So we take a look at the goal and thought it might have taken a slight deflection, but that is just a gorgeous shot from Grant McCarty. Kissing it in off the post. It's good to see that Ramsey's okay, but there will be more stoppage time. The yellow card was given to Reese Deegan for the challenge on Ramsey, the reason he was down. As this cross goes into the side netting. Oliver has worked so hard down the flanks. Just couldn't get the service he needed in the end. Stricker, Sparks. He's played his part, Bailey Sparks. Laid off the pass from which McCarty scored, and now he wins a free kick. And now it's Pena who's gonna get a talking to from the referee. Oh, he's been a busy man today, Joe Salinas. Sparks' free kick, it's a delightful ball. And Concorde able to wrestle it clear. Pop back into the danger area. And Earl grabs it. The offside flag was up, so Earl will put this one on the ground. Earl plays it short. McCarty wins the header. One back by Carlson. Has three players ahead of him. Simon Carlson couldn't thread it through. Youngerman clips it into the channel for O'Donnell. Battling with Carter. Ed Carter able to get it off for Blanton. Flights it to the far side where it's picked off by Menon. Jordan couldn't find Sparks. Menon steps into the passing lane. John Paul Jordan. Out wide for Oliver. Running at Ashwin Menon. Gets by him, and Menon able to get a foot in. But the assistant referee says it's a foul, and it will be a free kick for the Concorde Fire. Chase Oliver looks exhausted, but he continues to give everything for the cause, and he's won a free kick here, spotted by assistant referee Melissa Beck out of Arizona. And now Carlson will tease this one into the mix. Villanueva, first to it, gets it across. Bruner. And finally cleared away. And now the break could be on. It's 3-on-2 if they can hurry. Sparks flying down the near side. And the foul will draw a yellow card. and that's a yellow card for Luna. Seventh player to go into the referee's book this evening. And now a yellow card given to Carlson as well. Not sure what for. Sparks drives it in low. Oliver cuts inside of Sparks. Over for Ramirez. And cleared away by Menon.
Two yellow cards issued in number 4, Carlos Luna of Concorde Fire, and number 10, Simon Carlson of Concorde Fire.
Simon!
So this will be a throw in for Josiah Blanton. So we're in the final 4 minutes of the first extra time period. And John Paul Jordan II wins the free kick. Good look at Ramirez, who's worked tirelessly tonight. Villanueva getting back into his defensive shape. And it's Beering to take the free kick for Solar. 102nd minute. McCarty. Oliver continuing to create off the dribble. Couldn't find the return ball as this goes all the way through to the feet of Chris Edwards. Forward for O'Donnell. Squares up to Blanton. O'Donnell waited a bit too long. And away comes Josiah Blanton. Into the feet of Deegan. Carlson. Off for Ramirez. Wins it off of John Paul Jordan. Blanton's gotten forward. Back for Carlson. Drives it toward the far post for Oliver! Beautifully measured header, and we're level. The team leader in assist gets another, and that is perfectly measured, looping over the keeper. Chris Edwards had absolutely no chance, but this one placed on a dime. Oliver still had it all to do. Perfectly cushioned over the keeper and into the far corner. And that is a celebration worthy of a goal scored in a final. Well, I think he just got another shot of adrenaline. Chase Oliver. It's his 16th goal of the season and his 3rd of these playoffs. had the game-winning goal off the bench against the Chicago Fire and a goal in the quarterfinals against Shattuck St. Mary's. And now the equalizer in the final against Solar.
Concorde Fire in the 103rd minute by number 11, Chase Oliver.
And now Carlson brought down, much to the chagrin of Youngerman. And Blanton throws the ball back to the spot of the foul, but he played a big part in that buildup, getting forward and getting that ball back to Carlson, who hoisted it toward the back post. And there's just going to be 1 minute of stoppage time here at the end of this first extra time period, and we are into it as it's 4 men in the wall for Chris Edwards Solar. And it's Carlson who's over it. Carlson, that one blocked by Ramsey. Sent back in, and Edwards takes. Quickly out, but can't get it over the head of Parker Bruner. Oliver, still taking players on, still beating them off the dribble. Pena misplaces his pass, and it's a throw-in for Stricker. Well, the game finally has goals, one for each team. McCarty in the 93rd for Bailey Sparks and Solar, but Chase Oliver answering back off of a beautiful cross from that man, the number 10, Simon Carlson. And we head into the final 15 minutes of this game, level at 1. Take a quick break for everybody to catch their breath, and we'll be back with you for the second extra time period. Both teams back onto the field for the final 15 minutes of extra time. If still tied, we will go to penalties. But for now, can we find a winner in these 15 minutes? It was Grant McCarty, first Solar in the 93rd, followed by Chase Oliver 10 minutes later in the first extra time period. And now Sparks drilling this right at Donovan Earl. Well, this is the game. If you're neutral, you're thinking, I wish there was a way that both teams could win. They certainly both deserve it, not only for the way they've played tonight, but all season. The Solar girls, despite having a final tomorrow, are still there cheering the boys team on. Blanton's throwing. Stolen away. It's 3-on-2 if they can hurry. Cross comes in and cleared away before Deegan could reach it. It was Ramsey doing the defending once again for Solar. Launch back into the box. Edwards comes out. It collides with Ramsey, but they're able to get it clear. It'll be a throw-in for Simon Carlson. And now it's Skylar Stricker's turn to take the throw-in. Lesenby brought to the turf. John Paul Jordan gets it through. O'Donnell, the offside flag is up. So Cole Carter out of Jackson, Georgia, to take this free kick in the 108th minute. Jordan's away. Quickly closed down by Pena and Blanton. And Blanton tackles it off of Jordan. Oliver. Weaving in and out of defenders, Chase Oliver. Bruner screaming for it on the far side, but the ball across too close to Menon. Sparks over the top for the speedy O'Donnell to chase, but Earl is out his goal, and he calmly passes it over for Parker Bruner to bring it forward for the Concorde Fire. Luna zips it into the feet of Deegan. Deegan, Beering gets back. Deegan still going. Poked away, leaves it off for Oliver. Eludes one, can't evade the second challenge. Solar just pumping that ball forward, looking for the feet of O'Donnell. Need to keep it, because every time that back line gets it away from O'Donnell, the Concorde Fire are able to come at Solar again. And now Stricker looking to keep the ball for Solar. Ashwin Menon into the 110th minute. Carter, Carlson. Still going Carlson, onto his favored right foot. Slides it across. Ramirez works his way to the end line and wins the corner kick. Fizzed in, still pinballing around in the box, and hooked clear by Bailey Sparks. O'Donnell wins the throw-in for Solar. And now the Concorde Fire getting set to make a double change. And they'll have to wait till the next dead ball. Menon's throwing, pushed on by Youngerman. Sparks wanted to push in the backs, not gonna get it. Bruner Oliver. Clipped over to the far side for Pena. Ramirez tried to help it along. Ramsey smashes it the other way. Sparks turns, running at the back line. And that was patient and composed defending from Blanton. Youngerman pokes it away. Carlson to turn. Looking for the run of Reestegen. And cleared away by Ramsey. And now the double substitution can be made by the Fire. As it's Reestegen who will head off.
Substitution in the 112th minute for Concorde Fire. Entering the game, number 8, Cameron Gorst.
And on comes Cameron Gorst.
Entering the game, number 17.
Gorst has now appeared in every game in these playoffs as a substitute. And O'Donnell runs out of real estate on the near side.
Good. Relax.
Well, the other sub who came in was Corey Feld. Blanton. Sparks. Beering comes across to cut it out before Ramirez can fly down the flank. Oliver, 113th minute. And Oliver steps on the ball and will keep possession for Concorde. Inside for Gorst, he lets it run. A sliding challenge from Youngerman. Oliver spins, fights his way through 2, through 3, can't get through 4. And the stooping header clear from Blanton. Now for Feld to chase. And it's shielded off by Ramsey for a goal kick. Well, Joshua Ramsey has made play after play after play this evening for Solar. And still he urges his charges on. Climbing the ladder to win the header is Carlson. Smacked the other way by Ramsey. Only as far as Gorst. Looking for his substitution partner, Feld. Brought down by O'Donnell. O'Donnell wins it, looking for Sparks, who's now playing as the forward right on the center backs. And for John Paul Jordan II, Carlson retakes possession. Oliver. Feld trying to hold his run. Oliver brings it forward. Now slips it through, and the offside flag goes up against Corey Feld. Call made by Ian Maggione out of Connecticut. Assistant referee on the near side. Oh, it's a great effort by Bailey Sparks to keep it in. Lofts it to the back post and almost snuck in. Kept in by O'Donnell. Working on Bruner. And Earl grabs this one. Quickly out wide. Field is screaming for it up top. Instead, it's back to Carlson. Now Field checks in, gets it. Little touch back off to Carlson. He takes off again. And it's played into the middle for Oliver. He clips it out wide. Bought down by Miguel Ramirez. Carlson. Over for Bruner. One of the few times he's really ventured into the attack, Parker Bruner. Carlson has a hit, and it skips right into the arms of Chris Edwards. Final 4 minutes of this contest, and if we are still tied at the end of it, the final will be decided from the spot. O'Donnell chasing, but Carter gets back to his keeper. And they're still enjoying themselves. Field, scouting behind the center backs. Ramsey comes over and does enough to put off Corey Field. But that was some intelligent running from Field. This time holding his run and getting beyond the back line. Rolled across. It'll be another corner kick. 6th of the game for the Concorde Fire. Final 2.5 minutes. Played to the near post and cleared away as it didn't beat the first defender. This will come all the way back for Cole Carter's getting set to play it back into the danger area. Blanton! What a save by Chris Edwards. The center back getting forward. And so close to finding the second goal for the Fire. It remains 1-1 thanks to Solar's elastic keeper as he denies Josiah Blanton. Cleared away again at the near post. And a foul was spotted inside the box. And it's Youngerman who's down. Ball was looking for the feet of O'Donnell. Oliver. Carlson continuing to dazzle in midfield for the Fire. Provides the overlap, which opens up the space for the option inside for Miguel Ramirez. Top of the box, Ramirez gets the touch back. Ramirez back for Bruner. He's looking to measure across. Cleared away by McCarty. Sent back in. This time the header from Menon. Bruner skips by him. He's confronted by Youngerman. Gets a foot in but can't keep it from going out for a corner kick. We have hit 120 minutes. 1 minute of stoppage time. It's Corey Field who will take. This is a much more dangerous cross. It's met at the back post and stabbed clear. Back in, and Edwards applies gloves and falls on it. Pena toward the back post, and Edwards making absolutely sure not to give up a rebound. Helped on by Lasenbi. Pena. Lasenbi sliding challenge is a good one. And cleared away by McCarty. The U.S. Soccer Development Academy U16-17 championship match will be decided by penalties as it finishes 1-1 between Solar and the Concorde Fire after 120 minutes. A bruising battle, nothing to separate these two sides. And now the ultimate team game becomes an individual battle between the shooter and goalkeeper. So it's penalties to decide who will win the U.S. Soccer Development Academy U16-17 championship. And the first penalty slid in by Miguel Ramirez. As cool as you'd like, the Concorde Fire are off to a hot start in the shootout. And now it's Connor Lesenby, the Keller, Texas native, stepping up to take the first shot for Solar. Earl is dancing on his line. And Lesenby sends him the wrong way. Right down the middle from Connor Lesenby. And now up steps Simon Carlson. Is there anybody else that you would want taking a penalty in the shootout of a final? Simon Carlson, who was most recently with the O2 national team in June, stepping up for the Concorde Fire. Saved. And now a chance for Solar to take the lead at the end of round 2. Chris Edwards getting down and denying Simon Carlson, and up steps Bailey Sparks. He has been the driving force in these playoffs for Solar. Has come up huge at so many crucial moments. Has been involved in almost every goal that Solar have scored in these playoffs, and a chance to give them the lead in the penalty shootout. Drills it home. Earl got a piece to it, but the shot was struck with too much venom from Bailey Sparks. And up steps Josiah Blanton, who almost won the game in extra time. The chant from the Solar girls and fans is Chris Edwards, who's jumping up and down in the goal as Blanton steps up to take this. Right down the middle. A composed look on the face of Josiah Blanton as he went up to take it and as he runs back. John Paul Jordan II to re-give the lead to Solar at the end of 3 rounds. Right down the middle. Earl almost got back in time. And up steps Chase Oliver to begin round 4. Oliver has been immense in this final. Edwards bouncing up and down. Oliver approaches. Edwards saves. Solar 1 shot away from winning the title. Chris Edwards with 2 penalty saves in the shootout. And now it's Joshua Ramsey, the center back, who made interception after interception, clearance after clearance, has done all the defensive work in this game. 1 piece of offense could give Solar the title. Solar are the U16-17 U.S. Soccer Development Academy champions.
The 2019 championship winners are Solar Soccer Club. Please stick around as we will be presenting the awards shortly.
Solar outlast the Concorde Fire in a penalty shootout after a 1-1 draw. What an epic battle we have witnessed at Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine, California. Stay with us as we continue to bring you pictures from Irvine. We will get interviews fieldside, and we will have the trophy presentation for you. But for now, from the broadcast booth, I'm Mark Serber saying so long from Irvine, where it finishes 1-1 between Solar and the Concorde Fire. Solar win the national title on penalties. Stay with us. We'll be back with you from the field. We're here with Chris Edwards, the hero of the shootout. First of all, congratulations. What are your emotions right now?
It feels amazing. We've been in national championships before with USU soccer, but DA is a whole nother level, and I can't describe it right now. I'm so happy.
What were your thoughts in the shootout? How do you compose yourself for a shootout, and then what did you see on those two saves that you made?
Well, I knew I had it in my mind that if it had gone to PKs, I was going to save at least two. And so, I don't know, I just stepped up there and I just saw it. And I knew I was going to do it.
What is it about this Solar side that is so special to be able to battle and fight and scrape for 120 minutes against a very formidable Concorde Fire opponent?
We're brothers. As Riley mentioned the other night, we're a brotherhood. We've gotten so close together this year, and we just fight for each other on the field.
Chris Edwards, you're national champion. Go celebrate.
Thank you, Nathan.
Good evening, and welcome to the awards ceremony for the 2019 U.S. Soccer Development Academy U17 Boys Championship. It doesn't get any closer than that. Tied after regulation, tied after extra time, and it took us all the way to kicks from the bar. Both teams should be proud of their performance tonight. Before we recognize the team awards, we'd like to recognize the individual awards. This year, the Academy has instituted tournament awards for teams that qualify for the knockout and playoff rounds. There are 4 awards. The first is the team award. It goes to the team whose players and the club show exemplary respect for the game. That award this year goes to Deonza Force. The second is an individual award to the best goalkeeper of the tournament. That award goes to Solar Soccer Club's Chris Edwards. The next award goes to the player that scores the most goals during the tournament. The Golden Boot, pardon me. That goes to Miguel Ramirez, Concorde Fire. And finally, the award for the tournament's overall best player. That goes to Bailey Sparks, Solar Soccer Club. From tonight. First, the 4th official, Jamie Padilla. Assistant referee, Ian Mangione. Assistant referee, Melissa Beck. And referee, Joe Salinas. Congratulations. followed by staff. And now to present the Development Academy Championship Trophy to Solar Soccer Club. Congratulations.